Thank you for joining us. This is Trinity Squad Gaming, and we're your hosts, Jocelyn.
And Dan, and this game was recorded at Henry Haight's dad's Fundraiser Club charity event, and today we have a special guest commentator for his birthday.
DJ! Hey, you might know me.
Woo!
Yep.
On the left, we've got Geordan Rosario flying Dengar Bosk at 100 points. He's got Dengar in the Jumpmaster 5000 at 54 points with Crackshot, Proton Torpedoes, K4 Security Droid, Unhinged, Astromech, Punishing One Title, and Guided Ships. Followed up by Bosk in the YV666 at 46 points with Veteran Instincts, Homing Missiles, K4 Security Droid, 4-Lum, Inertial Dampeners, and Guided Ships.
Alright, and on the right we have me, DJ, flying a Medalist, with Fenrau, Old Tirok, and Asajj Ventress. Fenrau has Atomic Mind Leak, the title, and Auto Thrusters. Old Tirok has Atomic Mind Leak, the title, and no Auto Thrusters. Asajj has Atomic Mind Leak and Lots Razi. Basically, Atomic Mind Leak with all the stuff you'd expect.
Alright, so DJ, seeing Jordan's list with the Dengar Bosk, they're typically known as staying in the corner and bumping each other until you approach them and then they come out to throw torpedoes. What's your game plan to break his fortress?
I just wanted to go along the side of the map and then turn right and come at him with all three ships as best I could. I lined them all up so that I would be able to move forward and then barrel roll them all behind Asajj. And my goal is to just get Asajj to do basically a 2 or 3 hard along the side, get as close to the side as I can, have all the ships coming in. And you see those barrel rolls happening right now. Pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. Like right now, yeah, I could see the hards coming in. Pretty soon.
Yeah, but I mean, even from this position, Geordan is just going to sit there and keep bumping and or not.
Yeah.
He's going to break the fortress now, just to try to get the initial joust.
Yeah, so he broke the fortress a little bit early, probably. We talked about this a bit after the match. My goal now is to get behind Bosk.
Yeah,
I don't really...
Because once you're behind Bosk doesn't do anything, especially without engine.
Yeah.
That's in general with Fortress lists. I love just coming at them as fast as I can, being aggressive, because if they don't break, then I should be able to get a good positioning. I like flying ships with a lot of boost and barrel rolls.
Yeesh.
Yeah, so...
Just on the edge of getting a target lock.
That was not ideal.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that to happen at that point.
Yeah, because you just stayed straight, so you'd think that... Well, it was just like, millimeters of being in.
So he gets Asajj.
Gets the K4 on both of his ships onto Asajj.
Yeah. I mean, but then do you think it's good because, it's high burst damage, but Asajj could tank it?
Well,
Asajj doesn't get the free evade here because they're not in range 2.
Fair enough.
Also, looking at Fenrau, he's a bit further behind than I really wanted him to be at this point.
Yeah. So this is a very dangerous point for Asajj to be in, especially with Bosk's homing missile into guidance chips or crit and then make it into 2 hits. That's a lot of damage, even for a range. It's only going to be 2 evade dice and a focus and evade, it looks like. So.
Well, no evade because homing missile.
Right, but no evade.
Yeah.
And then he just 4-loms the focus.
Yeah, so nothing.
It's
just...
So he spends, focus here?
Oh, he spends focus and chips for the crit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or he also...
Oh, because you don't spend the target lock, so it's just free. Maybe roll a second crit.
Yeah.
But just chips, crit...
And this at the end, it's just a really disgusting roll. 2 crits, 2 hits.
Yeah, that's just terrifying.
And I get a little bit lucky, evade and focus.
But can't spend the focus because he 4-loms it. Yep. And so you take shield, crit.
He probably cancels one of the crits for 2 hits, so it's probably...
So 3 shields and a crit.
And a blind of power.
Ooh, blinded down.
Which is, kind of perfect here, because I probably didn't want to shoot at Dengar anyway, so that range 3 on Dengar is what I'm losing.
Yeah.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
But even having a range 3 shot at Bosk,
I don't think you really worry about Bosk at this point. I think you want to kill Dengar.
I just want to get behind Bosk, and then at that point it's 1 relevant ship versus all my ships, hopefully. Yeah. Or whatever's left.
You don't think the idea, that's a great attack again. But you get to spend all your stuff here.
Yeah. So 1 crit.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still a crit.
Yeah. Oh, no, crack shot. Yeah, so 2 crits.
Crit. Yeah. Bang, bang. So you don't think of... So what I hypothesize against this list is you try to just basically all in Dengar, try to kill him, and then whatever you have left, you just stick behind Bosk.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's my philosophy going into this. Dengar's the only relevant ship. Bosk you can avoid.
Yeah. And Asajj takes the second blinded and a weapons failure.
Yes, and we had to look up the rules. You actually flip both blinded at the same time.
I think you guys just asked me.
Yes, that was.
And I was
exactly
like,
what
yes, I've looked this up before.
Yeah.
It has happened exactly once for me.
And here, I could have done the 3 hard. I think measure it later, but it was definitely I could have done the 3 hard and gotten closer to the edge, which
Yeah.
would have been nice for just not bumping myself.
Just for positioning, possibly bumping Bosk, but Bosk is likely just doing a 1 straight here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's just the best move for him right now.
Yeah, I'm not trying to block. I'm just trying to, like you said, all in on Dengar.
Mhm.
Get as close as I can.
And then this is a great position for that because if Dengar even does the 1 straight, you stress him and give Asajj a little bit more protection.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I focus. Also, those are my focus tokens. They're giant leather focus tokens, and I love them. And my dad made them, so shout out to my dad.
Shout out to DJ's dad.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't watch these videos, but
I can make them.
he might watch this one though, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Also, while DJ appeared.
Well, DJ appeared.
Yep.
It's-
And I'm target locking. It should be Dengar.
So,
And then 3 hard with Fen.
Yeah. 3 hard. Try and get around that rock. 2 hard definitely.
And then you just try to get your range 1 onto Dengar. And you're not really scared. So if you attack with Fen and then Dengar does 2 shots back at Fen,
Mhm.
it shouldn't be too much of a problem because you're gonna have 2 evades no matter what with
Yep.
the title.
yep.
So I kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then that way your Turok, if Dengar doesn't shoot back at Fen, you have your choice of just shooting Bosk. If not enough damage went through, and then protect yourself from the shot back with
Yeah.
Dengar.
Yeah. It's
And then if Dengar does shoot Fen, then you're just free to attack Dengar all you want.
also just a generic note on my philosophy with Asajj. I really love sticking her arc on the side and never moving it.
Yeah. I mean, that's very efficient.
Yeah, it's very efficient. Some people like moving it sort of to track your opponent. I think if you can, if you fly optimally, you can generally avoid having to do that, and then you actually get your actions with a slash.
It also depends on what your opponent does, right? Like, in
yeah.
this situation, I mean, Geordan could have tried to get into a position where he makes you rotate your arc, but this is only, what, 3rd round of the game?
Yeah.
4th round of the game, maybe? So
This is also why you come up with a slash on the side as best you can.
exactly.
So now I've got him in arc at range, I believe, 1 or 2.
Mhm.
He target locked.
Looks like 1 on Turok, 1 on
Yes.
Asajj.
Yeah, and that was a pretty key mistake here.
Yeah.
He
He
didn't.
needs
put
to
his target
double.
lock
He
on
needs
right.
to just focus down something.
I go for Asajj only because Asajj is at 4.
Yeah, and then I feel that Dengar versus the Protectorates is pretty good game for Dengar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He could hunt them down.
Mm-hmm.
Boss is just going to be a sitting duck no matter what.
Yeah.
Also,
after this turn.
yeah, at least with my experience with the Tawny, losing 1 ship is pretty devastating. Your ship your list loses so much power, especially if it's Asajj.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's got a stressed Dengar, who's I'm gonna get a free evade against,
Ugh.
and this
Fen
is Fen
thinks.
Rao because I've got initiative.
Yep. Finrao.
Ugh.
Target lock, focus for 5.
5, okay.
Just
4
all
shields,
down
alright.
on Dengar.
Yep.
And 1 hit.
Value.
Talk about
Yeah. And so he saves his shot back here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna do his regular attack against. It looks like one of the range 1 ships.
Yep.
which is all of them.
Yes, Jocelyn. That was what I meant. But I believe it is against Asajj. I think.
He
So-
goes with where his target locks are with each thing, so he ends up splitting his shots.
Oh, okay. So this
Yeah,
boss.
this
This
is-
is Bosk's shot.
This is boss against
Bosk
Asajj.
Bosk. Mhm.
Take 3, go to 1.
Go to
Ugh.
1.
So you just shoot. Oh man, too bad he didn't have that target lock on the slash.
And now he's double ion, so he's just gonna 1 straight here,
Which
Mhm.
is
not very easy to play around.
Yeah,
Yes.
not fine. For,
Not that.
Especially
fine.
if I get to execute my plan of shooting a bunch at Asajj.
Yeah. Or shooting a bunch at Dengar.
Dengar,
Yeah,
yes.
Dengar is not
so
shooting at
it
Turok.
doesn't have his target lock on the right spot, doesn't get to do the rerolls.
Oh.
I spend my free evade off the stress, and everything's great.
Yep. Yeah, I wonder why he didn't target lock Asajj there.
maybe he thought
This
that he
is-
could just kill Asajj by itself.
Yep, this is a Turok rolling aggressive.
Yeah.
Just DJ things.
Yeah.
3 hits and a crit. So
I
he
will
could-
note that I had target lock and focus with all these shifts.
Yeah, but-
even though my dice are great.
But when you don't have to spend it, that's what's worse. Yeah. It's like, okay, you made all the preparations, you had to spend your preparations in order to make this work, or not. Just here's $1 million.
And structural damage.
And
Well, that's next round.
Yeah.
Next
Oh,
round he
okay.
gets it. But Asajj is going to get her 3 dice because range 1.
Yep.
Shot. Yeah.
That was kind of silly.
And then 2 evades, and he removes his Dengar without using his pilot ability.
Yeah. So I thought he was going to save his Dengar shot back for
Just shoot
Asajj,
Asajj.
and
Yeah.
he just forgets it.
Then he, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I after that turn of not being able to kill Asajj, I mean, the tilt could be real, right? Like, you can just sort of mess up, and why? Oh, Asajj first.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I talked about this with him afterwards. He wasn't tilted. He's a great guy. He just forgot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I've never seen Jordan tilted.
I
No.
have.
Yeah?
I have.
I've
Not as tilted as, like, other people in our meta, myself included, but I have seen him somewhat tilted.
huge shout out to Geordan, by the way, for just being a trooper and going along with missing that ability and keep on playing. He's one of the best sportsmen I know in our meta. I really like playing against Geordan.
Also, if you guys have ever used a list builder called Yet Another Squadron Builder,
Yeah.
if you wonder why, it's G Rosario or whatever the URL is. It says
Jordan made the
does it.
squad builder. Okay?
He does it.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we
He does
go.
He does the
Yeah.
thing.
So K turn, go in front, break my philosophy, and actually adjust Asajj's arc because Dengar's so predictable. And after this, I'm planning on just flying Asajj so far away that she's a focus battery.
Yeah.
And I see a very sweet spot of nothing being shot by Bosk
Yeah.
and everything behind Bosk.
Yes. And from here, I would almost want to say it's a formality, but anything could happen because it's X-Men.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes. I would almost argue that if Bosk did the one slight last round and then planned to use the Ion, I would probably be even better. Just slightly, right? Like, he'd be
Sure.
pointed slightly
Yeah,
down.
so he's slightly over, he's
and they'd
closer
be
to the
one down,
rock,
yeah.
but
would
he's
just-
in the middle of everything.
Yeah, and I don't think it would be almost impossible for you to get all 3 of your guns on him this
Yes.
turn if he did the slight.
Here, I believe I'm rolling...
Chalk dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is Asajj.
So we actually do remember that it's weapons failure later, and we roll
Okay,
it.
yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
So then the one evade. Yep,
Yeah,
one evade, so
spin
nothing.
the focus, take one. It was take
Oh,
one. It was take
yeah,
one in
yeah,
both situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
And now Asajj is a focus battery. I basically do, a hard with Fen, a straight with Terok, and I assume he's either can I do a green maneuver, which is never going to get arc, or a 3 hard and pray that I move into his arc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he's
so
not
I'm-
stressed here, is he?
Oh,
Oh, he's Asajj stressed. Yes, he is.
Asajj
stressed.
stressing
Yeah.
out, and
Oh, yeah. But I think 3 hard is still the best move. Nah, maybe not. One slight.
Well, he's not the old school party boss, though. You have like you don't have all the action economy from just existing anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, so Terok just bumps because he wasn't going to get an action anyway unless he cleared his stress, and all the green maneuvers were either not going to get arc or bump.
Mm.
Yep. And this nice, beautiful
Oh yeah,
one
2
hard
slight bumps. Yeah.
Yeah.
One hard, just sinking it in there. Now, basically, whatever Bosk does, he's gonna get lit up.
Yeah, he's gonna get I'm gonna get a couple of shots. They're not gonna be range ones necessarily, but at this point, all I want to do is deal damage and not get damage back.
Yep. Unless he inertial dampeners here.
That's true.
If
I
he
was
inertial
not considering
dampeners,
that when
that
he
would
did it.
be that would be pretty sweet for him. But it does not look like he remembers inertial dampeners.
No, Jordan,
Well,
stop!
I probably have arc with Fen at that angle, and
Yeah.
I certainly have Terok.
Well, yes,
behind.
But at least he
but
would
then
have
he
a shot.
gets a shoot. He actually gets to try to do something.
We'd
Yeah.
be in each other's arcs. I'd get the title for.
I'm not saying it's a perfect situation. I'm just
I
saying
get
he
4
has
dice.
a chance.
I get 4 dice with a focus, and I'd have title.
Like I said, I'm not saying it's a perfect situation, but he's actually trying to do something
Yeah.
there, right? Like, that's the only thing you can do, you can ask for, and then Bosk is both protected attempts to move before Bosk.
Yes.
Then Bosk might be behind them, and he might actually have a chance next turn.
Yeah,
if
that
he
actually
doesn't
very
just die.
interesting because then I probably bump my Tirok into Fen
Mm-hmm.
from behind, and Fen does probably a
Something.
Talon roll, almost a Talon roll facing towards him.
Okay.
But you're right; it'd be much better positioning for him.
Yeah.
All right, Fen does 5 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spend target lock, spend focus, sink a very, very high percentage of the time over.
Dude,
90% of life hits.
he did like what, 15 damage this game?
It's
Some
or he threatened 15
yeah,
damage.
15 damage.
For the record, I love Fen Rao. I'm
Ben
going to
Rowe's
fly him all.
really good.
Yeah,
And
that's-
there we have it. DJ just demolishing everything. 100 points to 20. That was quick and brutal.
Yeah.
Yep. So we had enough time left in the round. We did a very interesting thing afterwards. We flew 1-on-1 Dengar versus Fen Rao. I switched Italian Mind Link to push the limit, and he played his Dengar as is. we had a and we passed the initiative back and forth. 9v9, we passed the initiative back and forth. And you get this very interesting dynamic when you pass initiative. Because one round you get to react, and the next round you don't get to react.
Yep.
So you're planning to engage on rounds where you get to react to them.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's a very interesting dynamic, and if you're looking for something new to try, you might want to try that, just like Jousting Aces.
Switch with
Air quotes, jousting.
And if you want to know how good Fen Rao is, he took Dengar down to 1 health with a 20-point spot.
20-point bid.
34-point Fen Rao took a Dengar down to 1 for 54 points.
Brutal.
Yeah. Thank you, Jordan, for a very aggressive game.
Thank you, David, for hosting this fundraiser event for your elementary school club.
And thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Like always, like, comment, and subscribe. The links to the list, our Patreon, our Twitter, everything is down below. And don't forget,
Fly loose.